An obvious first question, after noticing an insistence on awareness dominance, has to do with a choice and a decision about a neutral part of world within a non-duality now. And immediately I start to think of drugs and cartels and gangs and thug bullies. Their supporters, their leaders, their elders, and their activist protesters who break windows to make sure everyone knows glass shatters. Now, and more recently, Republicans and Democrats, Mr. Former President Donald Trump, who always insisted his awareness not be disrupted. And now, Mr. President Joe Biden, slowly keeping track of time, talking very slow, moving cautiously, and responding correctly within limits set forth in philosophy and theory about a critical race thought and decision now. Other countries, China, would already have shot and killed and murdered the drug addicts, the dealers, and said to the Muslim manager of the building, she, her, can't participate until she learns about their rules and laws about religion now. Each presidential example and each side of a duality within politics and economics also used within game theory involving behavior, reward, and stimulation. But most oddly and strangely, now not a concern with the president everyone likes and emotionally connects with now. And lastly, not one person, not some random human, anyone, other than veteran soldiers, passively and vaguely talking about awareness now. Not one mention of a word and letters and sound of awareness. Except when there's teaching from elders to the young folks and people. Never explicitly, and obviously though now. And so the awareness dominance and obsessive awareness disorder have less to do with thinking and thought and more to do with decisions and choices about changes noticeable and differences observable with Seattle as an example for a large group, a big number of people to achieve their goals and their objectives. Training, requiring, and mostly limiting what was once called freedom and now gets talked about as an unnecessary and false narrative from a colonialism causing oppression for those who suffer, for those who are confused, abused, and confused now. A process began as a conclusion. Intentionally beginning and starting a system to eliminate problems previously identified now. But much different than when a military went and said to Osama bin Laden after he murdered and killed on September 11th in 2001, we have defeated the terrorist, the violence and the conflict brought here now by those who demand their dominance with women, who demand their dominance with men with their bodies. And no longer need to fight over the Pacific Ocean and on the land over the Atlantic Ocean now. Unless everyone involved begins to dismantle their plan, their theory and their philosophy, to spontaneously begin their next plan for how to restrict and control, limit, and silence who's not in agreement with their thoughts and their thinking, their system with their processes. An explanation for why their awareness, why their next idea makes more sense. Has more benefit in an argument with another argument, with another description, with another summary, with another explanation. Meanwhile, time, currently now, slowly goes left, right, right, left, left, right, right, left, left, right, right, left, left, right. And those dominant humans continue their march towards war and their demands for control now.